Forget the mic. What about now, Lydia? Yeah, I had the mics plugged in because there's lots of sound. There's lots of wind. So I wanted to plug the microphones in. Okay, maybe it's the mic. Yeah, I had plugged, see? I had the mics plugged in. All right, so we won't use the mics, so you can hear me now. Yeah, so I was saying that I got to do this show. I got a couple of things I got to do so we can walk and talk. We can take a slow Bahamian stroll. You ever notice how when you in America, right? How many Bahamians feel like me that everybody walking faster than you? Like seriously, wherever I go, I just have this slow Bahamian stroll, right? And I believe everyone is walking faster than me. So today we're going to talk about some of my reflections I've been having since I've been here in Uncle Sam land. And I want to talk about, in particular, the brokenheartedness that so many of us feel as Bahamians. I see everybody's at home now fighting about this commercial enterprise bill. People complaining about NHI. Hey, Savannah. People complaining about NHI. People complaining about what's not working. And so today I want to share with you, and I want to use a very good friend of mine. I'm sure she won't mind. She talked about the brokenheartedness that she feels a lot of times in the Bahamas, what her father felt. Now, I've shared with you guys that I know that my father died of a broken heart at 53 when he came back to the land that he loved and he saw the bullshit that was going on. Hey, Jakira. And so I think of the many deaths we've had in the Bahamas recently. And I just want to reflect on this brokenheartedness that we as Bahamians feel. And I know a lot of you are young. I always tease you about my demographic skewing so young. But you know, when you believed in the dream of independence, it's really hard to accept that 45 years later, we're still getting fucked by our own. I mean, like, not even a good lay. And so if you would permit me, I want to share something that my very good friend, hold on, let me hang my bag right here. My very good friend, Anne, we'll just call her Anne, shared with me. Hey, Legal Ego. And I want to just go over some of the points with you because it speaks to this brokenness and hurt that we feel as Bahamians as we see the appearance that everyone else benefits from our country except us. As we see that, we sell this dream of sun, sand, and sea, but regular, everyday Bahamians aren't benefiting. And now with this enterprise bill, it gives us more reason to have the discussion. Hey, because you cannot tell me that as a Bahamian, you feel great that you have people now who could come here and set up business in 14 days. Wow, I know me as a business person. Good, Agnes. Good for you. You know, YouTube is just as interactive as Facebook. I want to know how you feel about the fact that once again, we see our legislators going to Parliament with bills that would appear that they're not in our best interest. Now, I know I've been bitching and whining and carping for years. My father used to bitch and whine and moan as a small business owner about how we're treated in our own country. Hold on, I got to get my next phone. And so today we're going to have a discussion about the brokenheartedness. And just to let people know, as Bahamians, we tired of getting grind, man. I don't know about you, right? But I did tired getting grind. Like tired getting grind. And whether it's NHI, whether it's the enterprise bill, whether it's all the other legislation that seems not to benefit us, it makes you wonder. Ever so royal say going through hell and high water to get a simple business license. I agree. And so I will admit, since I've been over here in America, I've been, focused on Chrissy Love. I have a lot on my mind. But when I see stories like this in the news, it really gives me pause, because when are we, Bahamians, gonna get the benefit and the riches of the Bahamas? Now again, since the 30s, the 20s, whatever, we've been painting this wonderful picture about how beautiful our country is. And it is a beautiful country. But you cannot continue to sell, excuse me, I get emotional when I talk about this, sun, sand, and sea, when you're covering your own people in shit. And again, people think that, oh, there's Chrissy Love again complaining, using her platform to down the Bahamas. It's not about that. But when I hear things like this enterprise bill, I have to ask myself, hold on, let me make sure no people around. Is you niggas crazy? I know when I was getting my license, it took me way more than 2 weeks. And let me just say for the record, I heard the Brent Simonet trying to explain it, the $250,000 cap, the blah, blah, blah. But once again, I feel as a Bahamian that I get and grind in my own nation. Like, why as a Bahamian? Hold on, I got to take off these. Hold on. Ooh, the sun. Hold on. Don't worry, my gloves clean. I don't put dirty gloves in my mouth. Why as a Bahamian, I don't get all the benefit that everybody else getting? Like, why is it that I got to be getting grind on the regular? And I want to share with you something a friend of mine wrote. Hold on. Y'all look at the beautiful building while I find it. And when she wrote this, it so resonated with me because, you know, looking at so many great Bahamians who have died and how they've been so heartbroken about the state of our nation, it really gives you pause to wonder, when will it get better? We were told this last time, and again, I ain't dissing nobody because I know y'all, oh, Chrissy Love, big FNM, and she talking so stuff. I'm not talking stink about anyone. This is bigger than FNM and PLP. This is about Bahamians. And I know a lot of us are so myopic in our thinking. A lot of us are so skewed to think that everything is all about politics. Hold on, let me get my bag. That we sometimes forget the bigger picture. And so today, people, as we take this walk, what Phil Stubbs say? We walk in. Yeah, Felicia, $250,000, $250,000, and you could be able to get licenses passed through in 2 weeks. But regular, everyday people can't get that done. Now, I know you got a lot of people singing the party song. You know, that's what they do. You know, when the PLP's in power, the crabs start singing. When the FNM in power, the torches start singing. But when are we going to sing for us? You know, they say Tommy Tucker sang for his supper. But I'm tired of getting fucked in my own country. I remember what I went through just to get my license to do this show when I did go get licenses. Because, you know, I like to do things properly. Because when Row Day come, I don't want nobody tell me, oh, Chrissy Love was bootleg. And so I know what I went through to get my license. I tell you, when I went to physical planning, after filling out the form, and the woman said, what's the nature of your business? I said, media and PR. She said, what's that? And so today we're asking you, what is it going to take for us to stop getting grind? Y'all let everybody know, people, we're on YouTube. Remember, the new site. Thanks to all of you who've been subscribing. I appreciate it. Love the numbers. I'm so grateful to you guys. And I will admit, I've been in a somber mood all this week. Of course, you know, the passing of Ronnie Butler really has me in my feels. And so I've been somber all this week. And I've been asking myself, why do I want to come back to a country where people who aren't from the country benefit from my country more than me? Thank you, Keitra. Child, obviously nobody going to Scotiabank, but that's all right. I still can eat. But you know, for those of you who feel like me, when is it going to be our time to shine as Bahamians? I want us to discuss that today. And if you give me a chance, I'd like to read something that a friend of mine said on social media. Yeah, y'all see all the, look, fall is here. All the trees are naked. But even though fall is here, check out this sun. Like if I stand right here, I have all kind of sunshine. What Dry Bird say? Sunshine on my body, sunshine on my nose. I swim in the ocean. You see people looking at me without any clothes. So, you know, it is a bit nippy, but the sun is shining. It's sunny and cold. And so today, as we reflect on what's really happening in our country. Hold on a second. Got to take off the next glove. Oh, and I'm going to get my nails done too. Hold on. You know what kills me? You be cold when you start out, right? Oh, Jesus. And then you start walking, then you get hot. I don't get it. That's the one thing I got to work on, getting used to this damn schizophrenic ass weather. You know, one day, like when I left my house, it was a little nippy. But now walking, and guess what? I was walking, didn't realize. I was like, oh, damn, it's 2:05. I just be into my errands, child. Y'all got to forgive me. But remember, like I had to tell Desmond just now, the show is between 2 and 4. And so as we have a diatribe, a discussion, a debate, and we discuss when is it going to be the Bahamian people's time to get ahead. Now, let me just say for the record, the F&M thinks I pick on them. I will admit I'm a bit salty with some F&Ms. Not you, Michael Boo. Not you, Michael. Grand Bahama. But the thing is, when you look at the legislation and you pit it against what was promised, it gives you pause. Under the rug say whatever the people wanted to be their time. Well, you know what? We have to want it to be our time for true, Greg. You ain't lie. But how many times are we going to get constantly just screwed until we say, you know what? My bungie saw. Enough. Like, what's it going to take for Bahamian? Hey, Elaine. Greg said, you're going to keep voting for the same crooks. I can't take it. By the way, one of my Christmas shows this weekend, boo, I got my Bahamian fruitcake. I may not be in the Bahamas, but a sister still got her fruitcake, boo. Oh. So we're asking you today, as we look at the NHI saga, I see Michael Darville and Dwayne Sands are having their dick measuring contest. You know, that's what our politicians do. I always tell them, just pull it out, put it on the table, and let's see which one is bigger. Yeah. Love Ness, Black Velvet. And so today I want to read something to you. And I will admit, when I read it a few years ago, it really touched my heart because it said so many things that I felt. And a lot of times it's not popular to say these things. And I know I saw my father die in the Bahamas, a broken man, having been victimized politically, just because he didn't want to compromise his integrity, and his bunginity. You know, we see so many of our noted Bahamians. The young lady who wrote this, she talks about the pain and brokenness of her father too. So today we're asking you, what can we do to stop getting grind in our own country? You know, I had a little website that I used to fund. It was called getgrindbahamas.org. I started it as a joke, right? But you know, the more you look at it, the more you have to ask yourself, who is the Bahamas for? Who is the Bahamas for and who's benefiting? You know, we like to paint this picture. Oh, sun, sand, and sea. Oh, beautiful Bahama land. Oh, it's so lovely. But is it lovely for the 500,000 of us that live there? Hey, Rufus. How's Houston, Texas? Y'all recovering from the hurricane? And so when I read this statement from my friend who feels very much like me, because I will admit there are days when I am walking in the neighborhood and I go, why the fuck I going back home? How much bullshit must one take to prove that they are Bahamian? And again, yes, I sit on this perch of privilege and options. I know that. However, how long are we going to continue getting fucked over by the very same people who say that they're going to fix the situation? So again, I heard Brent Simonette's contribution in the House. You know how I feel about the Simonette family. That's another show. In the words of that trap song, rake it up, stop, Brent. Rake it up. Brent need to stop raking it up. Anyway, so I want to share this with you, that a good friend of mine put on social media, and when she wrote it, it just spoke to me. It made me feel sad. I felt angry. I felt defeated. And I felt pissed off. So as we talk about NHI, the Commercial Enterprise Bill, you know, all the other things that aren't working in the Bahamas, we say crime is down, but people getting stabbed in their house and shit. Anyway, I can't take it. Say, Brent, don't have them hoes. I tell all my hoes, rake it up. Yeah, you want to rake out all our fucking land, and we must just shut up and take it. But we see, when you speak out against the wrong and the evil that happens in the Bahamas, people just want to get mad at you. Like how you get mad at me because you fuck up. What I missing though? Anyway, so I want to read this. She titled it, My Rant, All in One Place. And she says, I've been reduced to tears of frustration by NIB and the passport office. I refuse to die in this country of a broken heart like my father, no matter how much I love this place. I sat in the parking lot and cried out of frustration, cried for what has become a country that was once full of potential, Cried for the realization that even if the government changes, the system will remain. Cried for Bahamians that don't have another option. Cried for the one civil servant out of 10 that tries to do what is right. Just cried, and the tears are starting again. I have never felt so hopeless, so despondent in all my life, except when my dad died. I do not need nor want a hookup. I want a better system. I want a country where education, ethics, and morals are valued. And people in hell want ice water. Anyway. And I choke up when I read this because it so speaks to how I feel. I want leaders who are progressive thinking. I want the park that can't be open next to NIB to be used as a parking lot and the playground equipment taken to and used on other parks rather than thrown away or stolen. Now, of course, we recently found out there was some story about the funding. Apparently, it's not toxic, it's the funding. Sure it is. I want to go to a government office that doesn't look or smell like a dump and have someone who is both competent and pleasant assist me without having to tip them. Seriously, I get emotional because when I stand here in the sunshine of North America, I say to myself, self, the fuck are you going back home for? To get harvest, juice up, shit ain't working. Why are you putting yourself through that? And so when I read this tale that my friend wrote, it brings a tear to my eye because many of us feel this way. She then goes on to say, there isn't any one problem that I want fixed. Why is the antiquated system of every 6 months having to take my mom to prove that she is still alive and place at NIB? Surely there's a better, more convenient way. And if every pensioner has to do this, then have adequate parking. Why? Why is every government office bursting at the seams with unqualified people that I'm paying with my tax dollars who are rude and indifferent? And you know they are. Stink. Now, there are some civil servants who do their job, but by and large, the civil service is neither civil nor does it give fucking service. She goes on to say, why are we willing to accept mediocrity? Why do I have to march, speak out, write letters, volunteer for causes to make life better for us all, to be insulted and ridiculed for it? Why? Especially the insult. I want a country where the best and brightest are encouraged and supported for the forward progression of the country. I want young, it's getting loud. That's loud, eh? Yeah, stink. They dead stink. What for you, bitch? What for you? Get some fucking teeth in your mouth. Okay, the woman who didn't know what PR was. Why she ain't had no teeth? Oh, fix your grill. Fix your motherfucking grill. Anyway. She says, I want to live in a country where the best and brightest are encouraged and supported for the forward progression of the country. I want us young and innovative people to be seen as a commodity instead of a threat. I want a country where intelligence and honesty are fostered. I want a country where we groom our young people for leadership. I want a country where people are held accountable for their actions. And you know this is my thing. Yeah, Savannah, frowsy. But every month on the 28th, they money in the fucking bank, though. That's why they don't give a fuck about you. Because no matter what the fuck they do, they money in the bank. Month. She then goes on to say, I want a country where people are held accountable for their actions. I want a country where laws are enforced for the good of all. I want a country where I don't have to live in fear of my neighbor or the government. I want more. I want more. Who all wants more? Raise your hand. I want more. I want more. I want more, not for me, but for everyone. And so that was my girl's rant. As she was feeling pissed off with life. And Lord knows I know I've been there, boo. I've been there, boo. And many of us feel like this. And so, like I said, I know I'm sad because of Ronnie passing away. But I'm also sad about that gap between potential and reality. As a nation, a new nation, that gap between potential and reality scares me. And I want to see it fixed. And so as I sit over here in Uncle Sam land, Now, I will admit, I left the Bahamas because I had a choice to leave. When you have the evil establishment seeking to destroy you, only a jackass would sit down and let that happen. But I was one of the lucky ones. I was able to take my bundle and leave and go. Many people can't take their bundle and leave and go. And when I speak to Bahamians over here who are living in America, we love our country. However, we want a country that works. We want a country, hold on, this is dedicated to the politicians. Hold on, let me show you the name of the sign. This is what the Bahamas been doing to us. You ready? Y'all see it? Y'all see that? Navajo. Never do I want to be a hoe. Never. Hold on, let me cross the street. By the way, y'all still going to Dunkin' Donuts and Burger King and Taj Mahal? Y'all download the Cookie Caterer app? See, that's what I need y'all to do. Because that's another thing we don't do as Bahamians, especially black fucking people. We don't support each other. We have major issues when it comes to supporting one another. And so today, we're asking you, what can we do to stop getting grind? I know for me personally, I am tired as a Bahamian person, especially a Bahamian woman, holding the shitty end of the stick. I'm tired that there are those who rule the country, the oligarchy, the plutocracy, the merchant elite, the political elite, the black elite, who I will admit are worse than the fucking oppressive white people. And so today we're asking you a question. How can we stop getting grind in our ass? Now, if you like getting grind in your ass, more power to you. I think it's nasty personally, but you know, hey, some people like anal. I personally don't. Yeah. And so we're going to ask these questions today. What's it going to take for us to stop getting fucked over? And using my friend's feelings that she shared on social media, looking at what's going on with the enterprise bill. The only enterprise I want is the one that has picked me fucking up. You know, enterprise. They pick you up. I better get an ad from them. We look at the NHI situation again in an antiquated hospital. A hospital that when Lyndon Pinland came to power in 1967, he said, I'm going to give you a new Supreme Court building, a new hospital, a new prison. We have only seen one of those things happen. And even with the new hospital, there are issues. Like, dear Ernie, you fixed the crack in the fucking water tank yet at Princess Margaret Hospital? And you see, when you happen to know things and you say this to the public, they just want to get mad at you. And so I asked today, how do we stop getting fucked, people? Okay, I soon reached my appointment, so we can just stand outside. That's the beauty of America. Everything I need is within a block, 2-block radius. And you all know I'm the, what? If you look up lazy in the dictionary, there's an 8x10 glossy of me going, but I could walk to go get my nail do. Huh? Cause so, hold on, I gotta make sure I show no landmarks. Savannah said I like getting grind on my pussy. I can't take it. Lord, you know what? Hold on. I gotta hold on. Oh, oi. Savannah, I was not ready for that one. Savannah just come all the way out. All right? Yeah, man, I getting that exercise. I want to be sexy like you, Black Fergie. And so today we're asking you, what is it going to take? What miracle has to happen for us as a people? I know y'all see my nails, dead ratty. That's all right. They can soon be fixed soon, honey. I'm going to Yom Nail Spa. Hi, what for you? Manicure, pedicure, what for you? Yeah, I just love it. I miss you, Dawn. Yeah. And so, I agree, roommate. Hi. It's the love of convenience. I agree. And that's what I said. As I decided to leave Nassau for my sanity, as I ponder my boy dying, which I will admit has me in a sad mood, and maybe I'm not thinking straight. Perhaps I'm not thinking straight. I will admit that. Perhaps I'm not thinking straight because I'm in mourning. And what pisses me off even further, when I come for Ronnie's funeral, I risk getting arrested just to show my love for a man who I have loved since I was 10 years old. I actually risk getting arrested when the funeral happens on Wednesday. And see, that's the kind of shit that just pissed me off. So I will admit, I'm in my feelings. I'm deep in my feelings, like dead deep. Deep, 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 deep in my feelings. Dead deep in my feelings. But I want to ask you, what are we going to do about it? All right, let me read some more of your commentary. Yeah, you heard me, Elaine. Yes, the arrest warrant has not been nullified. So for me to pay my respects to my boy Ronnie Butler, I'm risking incarceration. But you know what? The jail you built for me is the prison that's going to destroy you. All right, let me read some of your commentary here. One of the things I love about YouTube, it's interactive. Latoya said, I got the job letter ready. Chrissy, I have you and I will take your place in the jail so you can go pay your respect. Man, look here, Toya. I would never want you. And who can take care of 7 in Judea? While I appreciate that, I would never want to put you in jeopardy. Yeah, Lydia, I see how the NIB workers on strike. But let me be disgusted. I like how the NIB workers finally find their balls when the PLP ain't in charge. Y'all notice how when the PLP in charge, people just be scared as fuck to strike? Oh, but when the FNM in, they believe they could just do whatever. But you know what? In the words of the Brylanders, that's good for you. That's good for you. And so today we're asking you a simple question. How do we fix our country? How do we unfuck the nation? How do we make it better for everybody? Because I will admit, as I stand here in America, and like I said, let me turn around. Sorry, the sun is going in the camera. Sorry about that. Y'all know I'm used to this. And so as I get here in my feelings, I have to ask this question because what is it going to take for us Bahamians? Yeah, fire lane. The same fire y'all vote for on May 10. Fire lane. What is it going to take for us to really live out what our national anthem says? All right, so let me read some of your commentary. All right, yes, I'm in my feels. And this Wednesday, I know if I could be able, I may as well tell y'all. Okay? I could try not to holler Joe Farrington down. Okay? Crying more than Tara and Ronnie in the Grand Jury. And yeah, I can try. I could try not to holler and carry on like a real Hatchet Bay junglist. Because, you know, we from Elutra. And in the words of my Grammy, we just cry Hoagly. Okay? We just cry Hoagly, Hoagly, Hoagly. Dead Hoagly. So we got work on that. All right, I'm going to read some of your commentary. Thank you, Felicia and Ever So Royal and Crystal and Lydia. I appreciate when you guys tell me what's going on with the show. Thank you, Latoya. Hey, Savannah. Hey, Takira. Hey, Legal Eagle. Hey, Paquita. Hey, Steve. Hey, Gareth. Agnes. Agnes, you funny. Hey, Pat. All right, Savannah. Savannah said, I'm tired of getting grind too, but from these politicians, not from my mind, though. I can't take it. Felicia said, $250,000 is too low, in my opinion, for the perks. And again, you know, people think you're being critical of this menace government, which is, you know, I give them a little bit of leeway. They've been in power for what, 7 months? May to June, July to August, September, October, November, December, not even 7 months. But when you come out the box doing bullshit, to quote my girl Wanda, me, the rocks, give up the box. Yeah, and when you come out the box doing shite, we have a problem with that. 14 days and you could get clearance. And we all know the government, one drug the government ain't on is speed. And so if that 14 days elapse, what, you just get a license by default? Because the Bahamas government is not good at what it does. We all know that 14 days in the Bahamas, okay, that's 1,000 years. In real Bahamian time. And so these are the questions we have to ask ourselves. And again, no tea, no shade, no judgment. Because I really, and this can sound dead stink, if I had my way, I would just shut everything down and say fuck everything and just don't say a word. Let my people continue getting harvest and grind in their colon hole. But my heart won't allow me to do that. And so today, as we meet in our usual setting between 2 and 4 for Chrissy Love Live and Raw, the nation's only uncensored. Okay, well, Greg show uncensored too. No holds barred. But see, Greg don't say motherfuck y'all. I will say motherfuck y'all in a heartbeat. And I don't mean the loveness and people who are really committed to nation building. I mean the people who want to see the Bahamas stay in the bullshit situation that it's in. The people who make money from the chaos, the crime, the murder. Yeah, no loitering. Y'all need to put one of these in front of Parliament. No loitering. You see, again, until we have an honest conversation about fixing the Bahamas for the majority of the Bahamians. My girl Deb was telling me today, Chrissy, who are these 60 hoggish families you are talking about? I don't have to tell you the 60 hoggish families are. Look around you. Nelson, look around you. You know exactly what's going on in our country. But again, I understand. It's like my friends who's scared to stand up for me. A parliamentarian cabinet minister last night can tell one of my friends, oh, you know, I can't get involved in that. But motherfucker, when you needed me to help you though, you knew my fucking number, you followed me to the restaurant, you knew everything. So is it that we're just a sad, scary nation? And guess what? I don't blame y'all. Hold on to your job. See, me personally, I can't take shit. My mother used to always tell me that, oh, you're so like jump off job. When you putting your log inside my air hole, I can jump. Because I can't take abuse. And maybe it stems from my childhood and the abuse that I took when I was not in control of myself. I didn't have my self-governance and self-determination that I have now at 55. And so we have to ask ourselves, is this really what we want? Are we pleased with this new legislation? And I know everybody, I've been listening to a couple of the radio shows at home. You know, I get them on their bootleg online. Yeah, you know, I still, even though some people piss me off, some Bahamians piss me off, not all. And so I hear people whinging and whining and carping. And I will admit, some people trying to make themselves stars over this. People who would have shut the fuck up all the years during the Pingdom when they was getting rich. People would have shut the fuck up during the Ingdom when they was getting rich. People would have shut up during the Assdom. Yeah, that's Chrissy them. Assdom. And then you have now the 7-month-old Menace administration attempting, so they say, to put some order in the nation. And so today I ask you people, what's it going to take? You know that commercial with the owl? How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? How many dicks does it take to get the center of your asshole and make you stop getting fucked in your ass and taking it? A 1, a 2, a 3, crunch. I tired getting crunch. And so again, as I reflect on how I feel, Yocasta, don't laugh. It's true, Yocasta. It's the truth. Yocasta says, I miss my Bahama line, but no law and order. But Yocasta, here's the thing. I stay away, you stay away, everybody stay away. Then how the nation get fixed? How the nation get fixed? And see, that's my challenge. Because I will admit, life is sweet up here right now. Life is sweet for Chrissy Love. The only thing I miss, and that's why that heifer of a judge is going to pay for it, because I'm not in the Bahamas, my usual ways of getting income, I wouldn't say they've stopped, but they've decreased. So I will admit, were it not for my love of the Bahamas and the fact that I refuse to let these motherfuckers win, I would stay over here. Because over here is sweet. Over here is sweet. I just got my water. You know, usually at home when I get my water, because my friend Stanley looked like he stopped delivering water, I just have to lift my own 5-gallon bottle. My 5-gallon bottle water today from the water company. Shout out Fresh and Ready. Yay. They came to my house, boo. 2 5-gallon bottles of water. 1 case of seltzer water. And how much did that cost me? $6. Bloop. And again, I'm not comparing 241 years. I know I can't compare 241 years to 45. I dare not even try to do it. But can we at least try to do better, man? Can we at least aspire to what Timothy Gibson talks about? The common loftier goal. Can we be... Toya, Stanley still delivering water? Well, he damn sure stopped delivering my water because I just have to lift my 5-gallon bottle of water inside the house. It is breezy, but when I put the mic in, you guys said you couldn't hear me. So let me try. Let me cross the street. Hold on. Let me step up the breeze. Hold on. This is when I was in Brooklyn, New York. We'd be at the St. Teresa of Avila bus, and they'll go cross on the green and not in between. crossing the green, and because I was a scary, pampered, spoiled, bougie bitch, everybody used to run across the road. It's like them cheering at home. You know how Bahamian school cheering is walking the road all big and bold and just cross over. They don't check. I was one of them girls who used to look left and right. Okay, so I look left, I look right. All right, cross on the green. Walk. Walk. I like how the thing is shout at you when you're walking. Walk. Walk, bitch, walk. Walk. So we're crossing now to get rid of some of that wind. So today we're asking you, what is it going to take, people? What is it going to take for us to stop getting grind to powder? Now, I don't know about you. I like getting grind. Every now and then you need a little hard grind. You know, someone to pull your hair back. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. But when your own government grinding you, it is hurt. And when we see legislation being passed where the benefit does not inure to the Bahamian people at large, I have a problem with that. Blackville say I miss the seafood, music, and family, but not that traffic, obnoxious service, and the lawlessness. Your Costa say life's sweet here, but there's no place like home. Megan say I only miss the food. Savannah say I'm done completely. Why are you done completely? Shaw said that 14-day crap gotta go. I agree because, and again, you know, we all know, unfortunately, in the Bahamas, we cape for our political party. And I'm guilty of caping too, I'll admit. My disgust and dislike of the PLP stems from their evilness during the Pindling years when they fucked with everybody who didn't want to bow down to them. Like just because my daddy didn't want to suck Pindling cock, our life was made miserable in the Bahamas because of that. So we all cape for our party. But I like how now everybody who supports the Menace administration is trying to tell me that it's okay for a foreigner who pays $250,000 to get people to work for them and bring in immigrants to work with them where Bahamians ain't got a job. And you trying to tell me that's okay. You trying to shit on top of my head and you trying to tell me that that's soft serve ice cream. I have a major problem with that. Major. TC Elaine say home is where the heart is. Savannah say I need a hard grind right now. Savannah, I can't, you know what? Andrew say I can't even raise a hard on. You know what? Y'all, look here. These are analogies, people. Yacasa said if they could explain to me how a murderer on bail for 4+ murders, I'll go back. Well, because we all know that in our country, you're not supposed to get bail for rape, armed robbery, and murder. But you have plenty of people out there who have done these things, but because our court system is so fucked up, that's why I want to know, court so fuck up and back up, but Chrissy Love could get summons serve on August 29th, court date on August 31st, another court date September 15th, next court date November 15th, another court date December 13th. Like, how come Chrissy Love could move up the system? But people been waiting on trial dates for the longest. You see, that's a part of the evil and corruption. And that's why, as I sit here in Uncle Sam land, getting ready to go let Mei Fong Wong Chung, yeah, because Asians can do a nail, boo. The Asians can do a fucking nail. Yeah. I ask myself, should you still give a fuck? But you know what? No matter how I feel, I can be here on Chrissy Love Live and Raw every day just to fuck shit up. Hey, Curly. Savannah say, why they ain't arrest Perry yet? Because it's all a clique, you see. And I bet you that bitch even getting his damn pension. You done ride upon the people like a bicycle. You and your corrupt cabinet ministers like the corrupt one who in cahoots with the judge who trying to fuck with me. By the way, Shane, when Danny Lynn came to town, did you go visit Anna's daughter? You motherfucker. Anyway, Lord, let me stop. It ain't Danny Lynn's fault that her mommy was a heroin crack whore. It ain't her fault. Okay, some mummies are just crack whores. You can't help it. Yeah, some mothers are crack whores. You know, I personally, I will admit, while I can just imagine the sensation that you get from being a crack whore, it never really was attractive to me because once I got pregnant with my son, my whole life changed. What Genuine say? My whole life has changed since you came in. Oh, Lord. And so today, people, we're asking you, what are we going to do? Kendora say she choking on your lunch. Kendora, don't choke on your lunch. Don't choke, boo. Yeah. Yeah, y'all think Shane going to see Danny Lynn? And you know, I try not to be super petty because we all know Shane and Cheryl and Wayne are just fucking with me because they hate the things that I say. And so I try not to be petty. I told you I will tag Anna Nicole, Shane Gibson, Cheryl Grant, Wayne Monroe. I will tag them in every YouTube video. But I try to be decent because, again, I have another court date on December 13th. And so as I sit here in America, life is sweet. I ain't gonna lie, life is sweet as fuck. However, I miss my country. And so as I read Anne's text that she sent, as I read a lot of the commentary that people are offering regarding this enterprise bill, NHI, Bahamians got to be sleeping in hallways on hospital gurneys because, again, when Lyndon Pendling promised you motherfuckers that hospital in 1967, and you just got that when? In 2011? And yet you still sit down and just take it. Y'all just take all the cock in y'all mouth, like all. And I personally, I don't allow people to push cock on me. I like cock because I like it. But when are we as Bahamians going to stop just taking this dick? Taking this dick, letting other people come in our country, letting people come into our country and open up enterprises that are reserved for Bahamians. Like really though? Computer and IT? So ain't no Bahamians. Ain't no Bahamians could do computer and IT, I guess. What happened? Anyway, let me read some more of your commentary. Why you laughing, Tony? Why you LOLing? Yeah, that's me. Look at everybody. I hear my phone going off. Everybody texting me on my phone. Chrissy, don't come home. Chrissy, don't come home. You think I can miss Ronnie Butler funeral? Fuck Cheryl. Fuck Shane. Fuck Wayne. Fuck all them stink cunny PLPs. Fuck all y'all. Ronnie Butler is my boy. Y'all stop calling me. You know, I like how people telling me what I must do and nobody send me a fucking ticket. Nelson say, I'm pleased. I'm furious. Well, Nelson, look at what you have to go through to get your license. You know, luckily, I gave you my accountant's number. She was able to help me very well. Because I tell you, the bitch at the license office asked me what PR is. I tell you, when you're dumb, you're fucking dangerous. But anyway, some people like to be dumb. Andrew say, fuck without lube. Savannah say she done. Yokasa say, true, that's why I support you speaking out. Latoya, I want to know how Stanley's still delivering water. And for the past, before I left, let me see. When I left home on the 13th of September. Anyway, I'm glad he's still delivering. Nelson said we need some of these to actually sleep in jail plenty nights. Well, you see, they don't want to go in jail. The people who've been riding upon you and harvesting you, you see, they ain't going to jail. But they want to arrest people who have an opinion. They want to arrest people like they going to arrest Nato, Vado, and Cado for a joint and take their passport. But Stinking Shane could thief all the money and get his passport given back to him and only get bail for a couple $1,000s. You see, that's the Bahamas we live in. And like I was telling Deborah was like, Chrissy, your mistake was thinking that the Bahamas was free. Well, God damn it, you ain't free, but you better be fucking available. Be available to Bahamians who have the right, I say, the right to thrive in their country. And until we start thriving in our own country, I can continue to talk out about it. While you sell these lies, I was watching TV the other night. I saw the commercial. Y'all see the new commercial for Bahamas tourism? First of all, can you put more black people in it? Y'all just act like only white people is going on vacation. Anyway, 12 minutes of beaches, and I ain't gonna lie, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. But you cannot put this representation out that we are this beautiful country with these friendly, smiling people. Oh, when the water touch my back, it feels so tickly. Y'all remember that fucking commercial? I remember in college, right? Whenever me and them other Bahamians, Sandra and that other hoe, would walk in the cafeteria, everybody would stop and go, ooh, Bahamas, look at there, look at there. Remember that commercial? And so you could put as many tourism commercials out there as you want. But if your own people are being vilified, harvested, victimized, treated like dog dookie, then again, in the words of astronaut John Glenn, Houston, we have a problem. We have a problem. Sorry, let me come out the sun. We have a problem. You can't be around here talking about everything so beautiful. The beach so beautiful. The food so beautiful. The people so beautiful. But your own people getting harvest? It took me 90 days to get my damn business license. And now look, I'm in America and don't even fucking need it. I wonder if I get my money back. Nelson say you glowing in the sun though. Why you move? Man, look at it, because the sun messes up the camera. Yeah, should I stay in the sun? No, child, I'm too glowy. Your casa say big problem and the people suffering. So again, Chrissy Love Live and Raw is not here to destroy anybody. I'm here to have a conversation about what makes sense. And you cannot continue to put dog shit on gravy and be like, ooh, tasty. No. And so as you talk about NHI, as you talk about the enterprise bill, as you talk about the schools, the clinics, people getting stabbed in their house, people getting shot, you painting paradise. But in the words of LL Cool J, paradise ain't really nice. Because the paradise that you are portraying to the world is not the reality for us as Bahamians. So again, I say, while I'm going to pay my respects to Ronnie, while I love my country, there are parts of me daily that want to say, fuck all y'all. What Tupac say? Fuck all y'all. But in my heart of hearts, I can't do that. Because even though a few people are fucking shit up in the Bahamas is a beautiful place. The Bahamas has awesome potential. But the thing is, how do we close that gap between potential and reality? I read some more. TC Elaine say all Bahamians obviously don't want freedom. Yakasa say right at Savannah, we put money in Carnival and our public health sucks ass. Well, again, our priorities are misplaced. It's like back in the day when you niggas had clapboard houses and you had a big ass satellite on top of your house. The fucking satellite bigger than your house. And let me just say for the record, this is a pathology of black people in particular, especially considering our slavery and colonial history. Because we've been a people who've been deprived for so long, whenever we see just a glimmer of hope, we'd be like, oh, fuck, hope. Give me some of that hope. That is why I think we consume like we do. That is why I think that we so tangsy. Because when you have a cycle of deprivation and a history of deprivation, you see, they don't teach you that in addition to slavery, you come from kings and queens, and that's the problem. We have taught our Bahamian people slavery, and so that's all they know. Thank God for people like Sharon Poitier, Sandra Knowles, Camille Cartwright, Arlene Nash Ferguson. You know, a couple of people who took me by the side in Government High and said to me, you are worthy, you are capable, you are a queen, you descend from Imhotep, you descend from the people of Tamaray. You see, I knew who I was, and I had a Black Panther daddy who was like, again, fuck all y'all. And so when we continue to act like slaves and we continue to just take it, I mean, they ramming it all down your throat, just ramming it. And again, I know y'all says be too sexual, but I don't know how other way to put it. I mean, you know, how much dick is too much? For purposes of this discussion, not in general. Elizabeth say leaders are childish. This system is a mess. Yakasa say bing, like we should be employees, not business owners. Real talk, Chrissy, brainwash. And that's the problem I have with this bill. So no matter how Brent Simonette stands up in House of Assembly and tends to glorify it, once again, you are passing legislation that appears to not be in my favor. Again, appears to not be in my favor. Now I need y'all to do a couple things, Love Nest. First of all, before we head on out of here, yeah, I only giving you an hour today, boo. Yeah, because I tried stand up in my appointment for 3. Thanks, and I look here, she done cut-eyed me twice. I need to learn how to say, I will be running late in Vietnamese. How do you say that? Shiraz, you smart. How do I say I'm running late in Vietnamese? Yeah. They be like, Christina, we wait for you. Yeah, I love it. I love that service. Because you know why? Because they got to be nice to me and treat me like a good customer. Because there's 75 fucking nail salons on this street. Ain't like when you in the Bahamas where's a monopoly. People could nanny on you, treat you bad, and you just gotta fucking take it because you ain't got no choice. Take it. take all this cock pile on you. No. I say no. I decide what get piled on me. And so today, Bahamian people, I want to inspire you to decide what you're going to take. Be more involved in your legislation. Because again, every time my boy Sinclair sends me the papers from home and I read them, I be like, Lord, we getting grind again. Like, how much cock can one set of people take? And let me just say for the record, dear UBP, PLP, and FNM, I could see if y'all dick was good. Shaw say, tell him I right round the corner. No, Shaw, no. She keep peeping out the door. Because she saw me. No. Anyway, that's your business. I have Google. Look here. I have Google Translate on my phone. I can figure it out. And so today I ask you, Bahamian people, to please stand up for something. Do something for your country. Stop getting harvest. Because again, I've been having thoughts. While I love my country, there are days when I just want to say 2 tears in a bucket, fuck it. And just live my life in the sunshine. And just be like, you know what? My poor Bahamian people. But my heart won't let me do it. Elaine say enjoy your day. You enjoy your day too, Elaine. And again, I'm not being mean. Somebody tell me, one of my FNM friends, oh, you trying to destroy us because we's the government. Bitch, I help you all win the government. So shut your teeth. But just because I may have helped you win the government, that doesn't mean I'm going to co-sign to all your bullshit. It's like Hubert Ingram used to tell me, oh, you always criticizing me. Stop doing shit. You ain't want me to talk about you. Stop doing fuckery. It's simple. Let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. Stop doing folly. And so, Bahamian people, as you start another week in the paradise known as the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, I wish you love, I wish you joy. But at the same time, I wish y'all will get the fuck up and stop getting grind. They selling all the keys in the country. They selling all the land. They raking up everything. Rake it up, rake it up. I just love that song. Lord, I so shame. I so shame I love that ratchet song. I tell all my hoes. I so shame. Anyway. So while we letting the white elites rake everything up, while we letting the black elites fuck us deep in our ass and hog up every contract, while we letting our country just go to hell, school ain't working. The other day, somebody gets shot in the schoolyard. Who are you people? Lord, I sound like white people. Who are you people? What's wrong with you? Oh my God. What's wrong? And so today I want you to just please grow a sack. Grow a spine. Be an asset to the collective. Dare to be different. Dare to make a difference. Rake it up, rake it up. Back it up, back it up. Yeah. And so people, I ask you, what's it gonna take for us to stop getting grind? Elizabeth say, grow up. Well, Liz, you know, we have a lot of people who are grown chronologically, but intellectually. Veronica, yeah, Pinland said that, but Pinland is one of the major problems why we at this crossroads now. Again, condoning fuck. I keep telling y'all, when the UBP was in power, I expected the white people to grind me. Okay? Now let's keep it real. Some of them who was in the UBP wasn't white. They was phenotypically white. Yeah, you know, you have to tell them these things. You know, some of them families who believe they white to this day, you have to tell them, do you see your Grammy nose? Catch yourself. Sit fucking down. But at the end of the day, what is it going to take for us to stop getting grind to powder? All right, baby people, let's do some housekeeping before I head on out here. First of all, please tell at least one friend to subscribe to the channel. Please give at least $1 to the GoFundMe for the constitutional motion. Because again, like the New York lottery says, but to win it, you gotta be in it. And so I tell you now, when the constitutional motion finish and I get all my money from the government, don't be trying to be my friend then. Because I have a list of everybody who's contributed on PayPal, on Scotia, on the GoFundMe accounts. So if you value yourself and if you want to do better in life, I suggest you stand up for something. Stand up for something. I love you. I appreciate you. I thank God for you. I behold the magnificence that you are. Y'all could stop texting me. Unless y'all paying for my ticket to go to the funeral. I don't even think I doing a show on Wednesday because I ain't gonna lie. I all in my feelings. I ain't cried as much. Let me say I cried for my papa when he died. I cried for my daddy. I cried for my papa when he died in 1990. When that was? I can't remember. I cried for my daddy when he died in 1982. But Ronnie's death has really had an effect on me, and I'm really, really sad and torn up. My heart is breaking. And so I'll admit, I'm feeling these feelings of not wanting to come home because I've seen even Ronnie Butler not get treated right. I've seen so many people not get treated right, get doing by their own people. And I must come fucking home? Right, because I look like I like to get grind. Anyway, Bahamas, stop getting grind. I love you!